Hello Internet, and welcome to the second video, which is something that I wanted to talk about. Basically, a new law is currently being pushed to the House of Representatives called the IP Protection Law. And basically what this does is that websites like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, anything that pretty much shows anything that's copyrighted material will be shut down. And you would have to type in an IP address to get to the website, but if it feels as though that they're failing to protect that, then the website goes down completely. And they sue the people of the companies. Basically, this ruins the internet in so many ways because internet is one of the biggest revenues that we get, because you can advertise this, you can do this. A lot more people are on the internet. A lot of people spread word of mouth about products, things like that. But yet, if you're going to shut down those websites, no longer will you have that. Basically, the Hollywood one, they want to give protection to Hollywood, pretty much. So every time when you're watching, every time you're watching like a video on YouTube and it happens to be a music video, but it's not by Vivo or it's not by a person that has permission to put the video up, it would normally, they'll take it down. But then again, this would be mistaken as piracy, and therefore the whole website goes down because of this one video, and everything that's linked to that video goes away too. There was actually a bill that came out called the S.978, and what that bill did was that it basically took the website and it gave you 10 chances, and if any of those are copyrighted, it's done. Basically, if I decide to sing Happy Birthday, or I decide to sing any specific song whatsoever by an artist with no music in the background whatsoever, they will shut down my website, they can sue me, whatever. And they would completely mess up everything. MP3s, VCRs got banned because of the fact that they can record and do things like that. Basically, Hollywood wants us to buy movies, wants us to they want us to buy movies, they want us to do all this other stuff. But yet, with this one, that's cool because people need to buy movies, they need to buy the games, whatever that they want to do, they gotta buy it. But then again, there are people out there that like to do vlogging like I do, and it will completely destroy everything. I have to do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. That means that every website I go to, I would have to buy something. And then it's stupid because they can constantly do so many different things and ruin everything. Basically, there's going to be a video that's going to be on my description bar, and it's going to basically show you what the video is about. It actually explains it more better than I can. And this is a serious bill. It's a serious bill. And it basically silences everybody who speaks. Anyways, I was reading an article. Next thing, I was reading an article on my iPad, and on my iPad I have like something called Gay News, which I look at on this thing called Zeit, which you can create your own magazines, and then it picks articles from different websites and throws them all together into one page, whatever was considered the top story of the day, which I love this because I get the latest information. There's some woman named Victoria Jackson who's on this. She was a comedian in Saturday Night Live. I have no idea who she is. She just sounds like Roseanne. But, I don't know if anybody knows who she is, but apparently she says that she's one of those people that have a lot of gay friends, but she does not support gay marriage because of her religion beliefs. I saw it on an interview. But there was these 4 women, they were talking about Islam, and they were talking about other things. Basically, they were stating that Islam was, Victoria Jackson made a song about Islam, and she's basically saying that Islam is not a peaceful religion. She says something about that it's about murder and stuff like that, that any religion that has murder to do with it should not be practiced, whatever. Okay, so I consider these people to be hypocrites in so many ways, because how are you gonna, because they were talking about how they feel as though that when gays are targeting somebody, like if somebody says that they don't believe in, like gay marriage or something like that, that we as the gay people completely bash them and attack them. And I get that. I understand that. Because I believe that you guys are entitled to your belief. But this is the thing that's what I believe. Because you can always believe what you believe. Nobody's forcing you to stop believing this certain way. You can be stubborn and hard-headed if you want to. But we're just saying that it's going to be this way anyway. So you have to, unfortunately, you're going to have to deal with it. Just like we had to deal with Christianity. Just the way we had to deal with Islam. The way we had to deal with Jewish. The way we had to deal with every single religion that came in. Every single race, ethnicity. America is all about acceptance eventually. And we have a history, and every minority must fight to get to a certain point to be accepted in the group. And what sucks is that we have people who hold us back and push us back. Sure, we're a tiny minority. There are not a lot of us out here, but there are. Believe it or not, there's a whole lot of people out there. And there's still more, and we don't even know how many are gay. We don't, because some people are closeted. They're terrified of people like you who tell them that it's not okay to be gay. They end up having families and possibly even ruin their lives and become depressed and whatnot because they choose this route. Now, I'm not necessarily saying it's bad, but here's my opinion. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. You can say something that you want to. I get it. I understand that. But yet, when you're attacking somebody, when you're attacking somebody's religion, but yet you feel threatened when somebody attacks your religion, it's stupid. I don't get it. Like, you're attacking Islam with all your words, saying that they're murderers, that everybody who's Islam is terrorist, and blah, 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 blah. And then you go and say that I feel bad when people make fun of us and call me a bigot or call me this because I don't support gay marriage. I find that very hypocritical, in my opinion, because literally you're making fun of somebody's religion and then you're freaking terrified when somebody makes fun of yours. That is so stupid. That is really, 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 really stupid. And it's ridiculous. So ridiculous. I hate it. I hate it I hate when people do that. And then I know that a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, Will, you have a lot of hate in your heart. You have a lot of hate in your heart. Whatever. You know what? I don't care. I don't believe in religion. I believe in a higher power. I believe that that if I do die, I go somewhere else. I believe that there's something. I believe that there's something. I honestly don't believe that the Bible is just a bunch of rules that you must follow. And I understand, but why are we born with a free will to do something if we're meant to follow rules? I honestly just don't think that. I mean, I don't get it, but hey, I'm entitled to my opinion. You are entitled to yours. It is absolutely whatever you want. You can believe in whatever you want, and I'm not stopping you, but I don't want to be afraid walking down the street, or I don't like to be looked at in a very ugly way when I'm holding hands with my boyfriend in public, or something like that. I don't want to have to fear for my life because of who I am and what I am. I don't want people to just say that being gay is a choice or it's something that you can catch. It's a disease. You can pray it away. No, you can't. You cannot pray gay away. You cannot catch being gay. You cannot do any of that stuff. It is ridiculous. Gay is not a choice. Gay is something that you're born with, and despite how many people believe me or don't believe me, I want you guys to understand that you guys are really hard-headed. How are you not going to accept that scientific evidence gets thrown in your face? Like evolution, for example, was evidence. But there again, people are just too stubborn to accept the fact that that's not true. There's more, and I understand, I'm more like an agnostic person because you never have to know what the religion is. And I'm sorry for all the people that are my viewers that have a religion. I'm not saying that your religion is bad or anything like that. Religion can make you a good person, but there are certain people out there that anger me that follow these religions and are making your religion look really, really bad. And it's making it look very hypocritical. And that is my point. I believe that religion is great. Religion keeps everything under control. That it makes people better decisions because they're following something that they believe in. Yeah, I don't feel as though that if I was born for a specific reason, if I was born for a specific reason, a choice, a task, I believe that me as an individual, my life is my life. I can live it however I want. If I want to spend time behind bars and jails in a government society that was created by all this other stuff, everything has a history, and I understand that everything has a history, but yet I'm just trying to say that as a person, as a person who's proud of who he is, I'm just letting everybody know that don't worry about what other people do. Don't worry about what doesn't concern you. It does not concern you. I understand as you as parents are afraid for your kids. You're afraid they're going to get picked on, but yet you're scared of your own thing for allowing this to happen, whatever. Kids have been known to kill themselves because of their parents' lack of acceptance, their friends' lack of acceptance, the school's lack of acceptance, and this is why we have the anti-bullying laws. Should people get arrested for not allowing gay marriage to pass or be, of course, everybody's entitled to their own thing, but it's just not right, in my opinion. See, people shouldn't get arrested for something as simple as that because they're going by their beliefs. I get that. And if the word marriage is the problem here, because I'm hearing all this stuff and people are saying, I don't like them changing the definition of marriage. Marriage says I support gay rights and they deserve to have equal rights. I just don't support them saying marriage. If that's such a big problem, we can change the word marriage to something else, and I don't understand why we haven't done that in the first place, because that could be something that we agree in. We can call it union partnership. We can do something like that, and then that'll be perfectly fine. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. If the word marriage is a problem, it doesn't bother me if you change it for the gay people, but that's basically like doing whatchamacallit, segregation. You know, gays can only get married at gay churches or city hall. They're not allowed to have a great big wedding. Or that, you know, people who are gay have been together for years, because when you're gay and there's not a lot of people in the world out there that are out, and you find somebody that you love, that person most likely will be your soul partner, because that person is the only person that you could really turn to, you know, for love. It's like you found your soulmate right then and there. Some people not so lucky. Some people were open and they live in a very nice neighborhood with lots of gay bars and lots of you know, gay neighborhoods and lots of gay people around, so they're able to go over and, you know, they have fun and dab a little bit. But me, it's just, I want to eventually get married or unionized or whatever this is going to call it. But it, unfortunately, to all the people that follow religion, it's going to happen. And as the years progress, it's going to be accepted whether or not the country is going, every country eventually is going to handle some things that they didn't believe in before. Because a lot of people are going to say that, and as messed up as it sounds, it's like, okay, this was written by somebody. Now it's time to go by the new ages, by going by what we know. But anyways, I didn't want to make this a biblical issue, but that's just something that just really annoyed me. I'm like reading this and I'm like, people just don't understand what we're trying to say. They say that our voices are loud, but yet they don't hear what we're saying, because they are purposely ignoring what we're saying, and we need them to hear it. Anyways, guys, this has been Dark Ruler 1030 here. What do you think of the issues that I just stated? What do you think about the internet law? What do you think of Victoria Jackson's comments against Islam? What do you think of all this stuff? I think it's ridiculous, but you know, unfortunately that's how it is. But right now we're in 2011, 2012, and it's a new age, a new century. We need to get over it. and we need to move on with our lives. Peace out.